Wow. Okay. Cole got me. I'm a wreck over here. I'm not going to lie. That was one of the craziest things I have ever seen in sports. And people are going to roll their eyes and they're going to clown us and they're going to whatever, but like if you don't know what just happened, then you don't get it. And I don't expect you to. But the real ones understand, like, the emotions right now are crazy. That was insane. But at least we can laugh at Miami. What are you doing, Miami? Your Orlando Magic win 121-114 after trailing by as many as 25 to the Miami Heat without Paolo, without Franz, without Jalen Suggs, without Gary Harris. Wendell Carter gets ejected. Mo Wagner goes down with a knee injury, and we'll talk about that in a second. Maybe out for the season. Who knows? And the Magic go down 25 and somehow, some way, find a way to come back and win this game on the backs of Cole Anthony and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Anthony Black and Goga Batadze and Trevelyan Queen. Our two-way player shut down Tyler Hero to lead the Magic to a win. What is happening? What is life? I'm in disbelief over here. I can't believe it. It's a Christmas miracle like I never expected. I'm shook. I'm literally without words. I cannot believe, after what we saw, that I'm sitting here looking at a 7-point Magic victory, a 32-point swing. That's crazy. It's crazy. Oh. And to cap it all off, Cole at the end with the emotions, hitting every diehard Magic fan right in the heart. It is a Cole world tonight. We have given him a lot of crap on this show this season, and a lot of it has been deserved. But by golly, the guy single-handedly won an NBA basketball game against our arch rivals from Miami. You got to give credit to Cole. You got to give credit to all the guys. Wow, I'm just so shocked. I truly cannot believe what just happened. I can't believe it. Welcome to the show. Good grief. This is the Sixth Man Show Postgame Live. It's presented by Rock'em. Oh, I'm emotional. I really am. Oh, this show is brought to you by Rock'em. They're the world's largest sock store. And I know they're freaking out over there because they're big Orlando Magic fans. Use that code MAGIC20. It'll get you 20% off your order at Rock'em.com, where you can order some custom socks, maybe get some Cole Anthony socks. Who knows? I don't care what you do, man. That is, I just can't believe it. Got these stuff socks. Play the song socks. Guys, I'm really having a hard time here because I spent about 40 minutes of these 48 minutes tonight kind of like feeling how I was going to get on here and just be so sad because of the Mo injury, which again, we're going to talk about in a second. I'm crushed by that. Disappointed in the officiating, which we'll talk about that too. It was terrible. And just how, it was just a sad night. And then all of a sudden, this team decides to turn it around and have one of the greatest comebacks in Magic history, regardless of who's healthy or not. We could have had Paolo and Franz and Jalen and everybody, and that still would have been one of the biggest comebacks in Magic history. Wow. Okay, I need to take a breath. And to do that, I'm going to go to the Super Chats. D. Reynolds with the first one of the night says, this post game is going to be epic. I'm going to try my best, guys. I'm just so shook. I cannot believe that just happened. Thank you for that. I live where you vacation. Love that name. Says the fact that it happened against the Heat. The fact that it happened against the dirty, stinking Miami Heat is what makes this that much sweeter. The fact that the Magic, two of their biggest comebacks in history were against the Miami Heat is just amazing. And the fact that it happened tonight with this group is amazing. Shahin with the generous super chat says, I will drink to this epic victory. 8-point fourth quarter for the Heat. 8 points for the Miami Heat. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be my team. Soul Train says, Magic really developed a winner's mentality, IMO. I just can't. I cannot believe this is real life. I can't believe it. I can't. Luis Rosario says, ponder me this. What was more embarrassing tonight, the refs' bad calls or Miami completely falling flat on their faces? Give me Miami all day long. What a freaking embarrassment. Both for the refs, but especially for Miami. Let's go. King the 7 says, Cole, Queen, KCP, and Goga. Did I tell you how much I love our coach? This team is nuts. Oh, and beep, Miami. Yeah. All of the above is true. Thank you for that super chat. And finally, we have Shane Harding with the very generous super chat, the one I've been waiting for. He says, play the song, and you better believe we're going to play a song. We might play a song 5 times tonight. Let's go. Orlando Magic, Orlando Magic, yeah. Gonna get you, Miami! Oh my gosh! Oh, like what? How do you analyze something like this, guys? Like, I've been doing this show now. We're basically a year and a half into doing this show. I think I can like get on here and just run my mouth about whatever stupid crap just happened in a game, no problem. But tonight, I'm just truly speechless. I really cannot believe it. This feels like a dream. Feels like it is not reality. I need you guys in the chat to tell me this is real life, that this actually just happened, that I haven't died and gone into some crazy dream. Who knows? But wow. Okay, I want to do something first. Before we go to the chat, before we look at the box score, before we do all this kind of stuff, I want to go back to the fourth quarter here. Let's all laugh at the Miami Heat. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up here. Where is that? Here it is. So the Magic trailed by 20 with 11:30 to go. Was that their last 20-point deficit, or did it? Yeah, it was. Okay, so the Magic trailed by 20 with 11:30 to go. Technically, at the start of the quarter, it was 22. Remember how the Magic got it down to, what was it, 10 or 12? I think it was 10 in the third quarter, and then Miami went on the run to close the quarter, and they put it back up to 22, and we were like, oh, man, well, good effort. They made it close, and they're in the third quarter, but Miami's pulling away, and that's GG's. And then all of a sudden, the fourth quarter happened, which is crazy. I want to see what it was. 37-8 in that fourth quarter. 37-8. Luis Rosario says it was a 37-6 run. Wow. That is just ludicrous. And here's what I'm going to be keeping an eye on for tonight, guys. First off, there are 250 of you with us on YouTube and hundreds more with us on Twitter/X. So welcome to the show. If you want to get involved, if you're watching on Twitter or X, hop over to YouTube, get involved in the chat there. It's crazy there's as many of you here. Kudos to any of you that didn't turn this game off early, because I wouldn't have blamed you. That was tough. But here's what I'm going to be looking out for tonight. Which national media outlets are going to report this game correctly? Which of them are going to say the Magic without Powell and Franz and Jalen and Mo gets hurt with a miraculous 25-point comeback over the Miami Heat? Or are we going to see some clowns out there say the Orlando Magic defeat the Miami Heat without Jimmy Butler? Are we going to see that mess? That's what I'm going to be looking out for. We'll see. Luis Rosario also says Queen was the king on defense. Trevlin Queen Are you kidding me? Talk about stepping up when your number is called. Man, shutting down Tyler Hero. Outrageous. Timothy says, what a turn of events. We went from tanking the season thoughts at the end of the first half to playoff bound despite our many injuries. I was running the Twitter account tonight, and I don't think I'm embarrassed to say this because of the circumstances, but I literally tweeted, can we just forfeit at halftime? This is sad. That's what I tweeted. And when I say this is sad, it was less about the game and more about all the other circumstances. Again, the Mo Wagner injury, the Wendell text, the officiating, everything was just, it was just an avalanche. And little did I expect that would happen. The Only Hero says, let's go. My favorite game of the season. No Paolo, Franz, Jalen, Mo got hurt. Wendell got ejected. 25-point comeback. Heat our dirt beneath our feet. Play the song. Mo's Coach of the Year. Another vote there for Mo's Coach of the Year. Like, wow. You don't look at this game and think Mo's is Coach of the Year, you're missing out. We got a couple super chats coming in here. Ellis says, I love this team, man. Hands down, one of the best Magic wins of all time. Truly of all time. This one will go down in the record books. Truly. For, again, not just statistically, a 25-point comeback is, I think, I didn't hear them say it on the broadcast, but I think our biggest comeback ever was like 26 or 27. So it's probably up there like tied second or third. I don't know. So not only statistically is it one of the best wins of all time, but again, when you factor in all of the other things that were happening, you're without your three best players. Mo Wagner, one of the other members of just like the heart and soul of this team, goes down in the first half with a potential season-ending knee injury that just yanks the heart out of the building and out of the team. You add the officiating, you add Wendell's double text. Everything stacked against you. And the Heat could not miss for 3/4 of this game. It truly is one of the best Magic wins of all time. If you got to watch tonight, you got to watch history. You got to watch something very, very special. And I'm just honored to get to watch it tonight. Honored to get to react to it with you guys. Wow. Greasy Nuts says, beep the Heats. Franz, hear me cry your name. Hey, here's the thing. We've talked a lot about silver linings with the injuries, guys being able to step up when they're given opportunities to do so because of injuries. This could be another silver lining. Tonight, with Cole stepping up, maybe it jumpstarts Cole the rest of the season, man. How cool would that be if this jumpstarts Cole? So when Paolo comes back, when Franz comes back, we have a Franz who has had a sensational season when Paolo was out. So those two guys go off. And then now without both of them, Cole goes off. So when they come back, Cole comes off the bench and goes crazy. I don't know, man. It's possible. Wow. All right, let's see what else we got here. Rael Daniel says, Cole, I apologize. Here's the thing. The criticisms of Cole through the first 29 games of this season, which means every game before tonight, I think were justified. Cole has not been good. Cole said as much in the post-game interview with Dante. Cole has not been good. It has been a rough season for him. I don't think anyone who has criticized him was incorrect in that. But tonight, Cole was sensational and single-handedly led the Orlando Magic, not single-handedly, other guys contributed, but without Cole's 35 near triple-double, the Magic not only don't win this game, the Magic get blown out. And so you absolutely have to tip your cap and give a standing ovation to Cole Anthony. Because, wow, C. Thomas says, Cole used to look like that consistently once upon a time. I'm hoping that was what he needed to get back to his old self. You and me both. You and me both. Wow. Black on Black Love says, let's get those likes up, y'all. Please. They're like a bajillion of you here. Hit that like button. And like I said, if you're watching on Twitter or X, head over to YouTube, our YouTube channel, and get involved in the chat here. We're going to hit as many of these as we can tonight. I will say there's way, way too many of you here tonight. We're not going to get to every chat, but we'll try our best as always. And of course, if you hit the super chats, we'll get to all those. Matt Browning, the legendary Matt Browning, says, might be my favorite game of all time, or at least right now it is. Let's go Magic. Absolutely, man. That's up there. That has to be up there. That's like, I'm trying to think, that might be top 10. For me, top 10 regular season Magic games. Like, for now, I don't know, man. Wow. Time Mr. TV says, WTF, excuse my language, but that was a miracle. Cole post-game interviews are undefeated. 100%, man. I just can't believe it. Daniel Hicks says, go home, Heat fans. Absolutely. Austin says, it's a Cole world. David T says, please accept my apologies, Cole Anthony. Wow. Carson says, all I'm going to say is, what a win. OMG, no Franz, no Paolo, no Suggs, no Mo, no Gary, no Wendell. This team still gets it done. Shout out Cole, Queen, Goga. I'll add KCP in there for you. Let's go Magic. Yeah. I can't believe this. It's just crazy. Emily says, producer Kevin, are you going to cry tears of joy? Okay, play the song. I did cry tears of joy at the beginning. The Cole walk-off interview with Dante just hits right in the heart, because every Magic fan, every real Magic fan, roots for Cole Anthony, right? Like, in spite of the struggles he's had this season and the end of last season, like, every Magic fan knows the Magic are better when Cole is better, right? And every Magic fan loves Cole Anthony. He's one of the guys that is the heart and soul of this team. The roster loves him. The staff loves him. Fans love him. And so to see him break through tonight, and again, put this team on his back, and then you just saw the emotions come out from him. That is like 9 months of emotions right there from Cole. We haven't seen something like this from him in probably 9 months. Certainly not this season, and I'm thinking back to last season. He had a few games where he was good, had a few games where he was integral part in a win, but it's been probably since the first quarter or third of last season when he's had a game like this where he pretty much led the team to a win. And to see him just let those emotions out and hear him say those words, like, it's been rough, but to contribute to a win tonight is amazing feeling. You know, those words that he said, it just lets out all the emotions within me. And again, I think a lot of Magic fans as well are just feeling it tonight, because wow. Woof. Yeah, David says, Cole had me in tears, bro. Yeah, same, man. Emily says, we won because I wore my Rock'em socks. # stuff. Love that. Love to see that. The Rock'em socks they're just good luck. They're just good luck. Swa says, Cole got me too, Kevin. Game of the year so far. Absolutely. Cameron says, Merry Christmas, Miami, you filthy animals. Absolutely. Merry Christmas to you guys. We got another super chat from Luis Rosario. Cole with the Jam Hot Chicken Jam of the game. Yeah, that putback to start the fourth quarter. That was not only nasty, but maybe that's what kind of sparked this team. That's when they were down 22. I mean, wow. That was nasty from Cole. In addition to all the other stuff he did tonight, that dunk was crazy. Man, there are still so many of you here. You guys are crazy tonight, and rightfully so. This team deserves it. Oh, I'm still like just shook. I'm still shook, man. Ryan Singh says, convert Queen's two-way to a standard contract. Well, unfortunately, we don't have roster space for that right now. He has to be a two-way, but maybe in the future. I don't know. Steven says, TQ put the clamps on Hero in the fourth 100%. He was crazy. And scored too, by the way. What did he end up with? What did Trevelyan Queen end up with? He had 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting, including 1 of 1 from 3. Wow. C. Thomas says, infamy game, franchise game, statement game. Call it what you want. One of the best wins in franchise history, and that's the third time I've said that this season. That's funny. to me, this is up there. Like, this is up there. One of the best wins in franchise history, no doubt. Jack Mack says, how do you hold an NBA team to only 8 fourth quarter points? Look, the Magic did this last season. If you guys remember, if you were around last season, the Magic held the Phoenix Suns to 8 points in the fourth quarter at Kia Center. That was with, I believe that they had Kevin Durant and Devin Booker in that game, if I'm not mistaken. Magic held them to 8 points. Also another comeback victory for the Magic. And here we are again, a year later, the Magic hold the Miami Heat to 8 points in the fourth quarter in another comeback victory. Mikey says, you going to act like Jet ain't hit big threes to cut the lead down? Hey, Jet hit threes too tonight. Got to give him credit. What did he end up? 3 of 6? Yeah, 50% from 3. Pfft, sign me up for that. Another big... Here's the thing, guys. Like, honestly, if you look up and down the roster, which we'll do that in a second. Well, let's do that right now. Let's just look at the box score really fast. If you look up and down this box score, just about everybody gets credit for this. Wendell, sorry, buddy. I can't give you full credit. I didn't think he was necessarily bad in the 12 minutes that he played, but he didn't jump off the screen at me, and then he got 2 techs. Now, were they quick techs? Yeah. Were those refs out of control tonight? Yeah. But regardless, he gets 2 techs, which, by the way, it was a bad no call. He deserved to argue that. But, yeah, I didn't think Wendell was great. Tristan, I thought was, he wasn't bad, but he was pretty quiet. But outside of that, I mean, Goga, KCP, Anthony Black. Okay, Corey Joseph was a little quiet tonight. Jet, obviously, well, sorry, Mo. J.I., Caleb was another quiet one, but like everybody else, I mean, Trevelin Queen, Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac had a couple big moments. Jet Howard, Anthony Black, KCP, Goga, all those guys contributed to this win. All of them. Looking real quick, we'll fly through the box score here. Tristan with 8 points, 3 assists, 2 boards. Wendell in just 13 minutes before getting ejected had 5 points and a rebound. Goga with 18, 13, and 2 blocks, including a couple huge buckets down the stretch. Did not miss from the field tonight. 8 of 8. KCP, I think this, statistically, it might not be his best game, but this was certainly his most important game. We needed every bucket from KCP. He gets 24 of them. 12 free throws for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope tonight. That's crazy. Anthony Black had 10 points. Was really big in that first half. The 5 turnovers really hurt you in that first half, though. But loved his assertiveness in that first half when he was given the opportunity to do so. Corey Joseph, again, played 23 minutes, which is a lot, but pretty quiet from him. 5 points. A couple big moments down the stretch as well. Jet Howard, we just talked about him. 9 points for him. 3 of 6 from 3. Mo Wagner, we'll talk about him in just a second. J.I. did not score tonight, but was pretty impactful on the glass and had a block. Caleb Houston, probably the most quiet, well, definitely the most quiet player out there tonight. Trevelin Queen with 7 points, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, and put the clamps on Tyler Hero. And then, yes, the man of the hour, the hero of the night, Cole Anthony, 35 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and only 2 turnovers. He had 35 points in 28 minutes. I did not realize he only played 28 minutes, but it makes sense because he did not come in to the game until I think 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Very impressive. Magic shoot 49% from the field, just 29% from 3. And they go 24 of 27 from the line. That is huge. 46 rebounds compared to 49 for the Heat. 24 assists on 43 field goals. And then they end the game with 13 turnovers, 9 blocks. Wow. The Heat with just 2 blocks. Wow. Okay. So that's a little bit of the box score there. I do want to look at some of the team stats here. We just looked at the quarter-by-quarter stuff earlier. The Heat won the first 3 quarters, including outscoring the Magic from 40 to 28 in the first quarter. They scored 76 points in the first half and 38 points in the second. Wait, that's half. Is my math right? 76 divided by 2 is 38. They scored half the number of points in the second half than they did the first half. That is crazy. That is crazy stuff. Led by an 8-point fourth quarter. Magic outscored them 37-8 in the fourth quarter. That's pretty fun. Let's see. Points in the paint. Magic 56-46. Fast break points 23-11 in favor of the Magic. Heat had their biggest lead of the night of 25. 56 bench points for the Magic. Again, 13 turnovers. Magic get 26 points off of the 14 Miami turnovers. That's pretty good. You will take that. Wow. I'm just in absolute disbelief. I cannot believe this has happened. We've had a couple super chats come in while I was looking at the box score. Let's see here. Junior Bruce says Cole for president. Thank you for that super chat. And tonight, Cole absolutely for president. 100%. He's the president of the night. Nick Monks with a super chat says Butler definitely wants to be traded now. Bro, imagine this is the game that breaks the Miami Heat. Imagine this is the game that sends Jimmy Butler out of Miami. How fun would that be? As long as it's not a good trade, by the way, for the record. I want the Miami Heat to get absolutely shafted on this trade that they got to do for Jimmy Butler. How amazing would that be? It's like the New York Knicks last season. Remember we beat them and we broke the Knicks and forced that trade, as we said. That would be really funny if this was the final straw for prima donna Jimmy Butler. All right, let's see what else we got here tonight, chat. I feel like I haven't breathed in like an hour. Whew. Wow. Okay. Yeah, Shannon says direct to the heart. I know he's talking about that Cole walk-off interview. Bo Outlaw's biggest fan. I'm sliding a Twitter X chat in here. Says the Heat got Cole for Christmas. Hey, look at that. Love a good pun. Fake Mike Real News says never saw a game like that ever. Yeah, 100%. Dari, our friend, says Cole got me too. My Lord, what a roller coaster of a night. 100%. The ups and downs were ludicrous. Just crazy, man. I just can't believe that. Steven says, can't wait to rewatch the second half 100 times. Here's the thing, like, the first 2/3 of that third quarter were great. You know, that's when the Magic got it down to 10, and then Miami goes on that run to go back up 22, so that wasn't fun. But then the fourth quarter, sign me up to watch that again. Good grief. Oh, man, let's see. Okay, Matt says, hope Mo will be okay. This is a good time. Let's just talk about Mo. I obviously don't want to bring the vibes down, but we can't have this show and not talk about Mo Wagner, right? Mo goes down after being on the floor for less than 2 minutes, holding his left knee. The injury happened, and you could see he was disturbed, but then tried to get up, and once he couldn't get up, that's when we all knew. That's when we knew it was serious, because Mo Wagner doesn't not get up, if that makes sense. Mo Wagner is a player known to be physical, a player known to maybe embellish from time to time. He'll throw himself on the floor. He'll dive for a loose ball. He'll do whatever it takes. And he won't have excuses. He will always get right back up. Doesn't matter how hard he gets hit. He just always gets right back up. And when he didn't tonight, that's when, at least speaking for myself, that's when I knew. That's when I knew it was not good, and then the replays confirmed it. Obviously, we can't say anything for certain. I'm just double-checking on here that the Magic haven't released anything, and they haven't. I don't expect to get any news until tomorrow at the earliest. This has happened one time before. I think it was 2 seasons ago, maybe 3. Jonathan Isaac, actually. Excuse me. Wendell Carter Jr. went down with a knee injury. I was actually at that game with Jonathan. He goes down with an injury and with a knee injury and couldn't walk on it and goes to the locker room. And we all just knew his season was done. We just knew that was it. We knew it was some sort of torn ligament, and it was just done. And he played later in the game. Obviously, that didn't happen tonight with Mo coming back in the game, but You just never 100% know. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and say for sure it's a torn whatever, ACL, MCL, PCL, whatever. I'm not going to sit here and do that, but it certainly doesn't look good, right? And that would just be crushing for a guy who's played so well this season and really has gotten better and better every season that he's been with the Magic. He's been such an integral part of this team, a huge part of that bench unit. And so obviously when he went down, that was just crushing. And of course you just add it to the list, right? No Paolo, no Franz with longer term injuries. Jalen out tonight, hopefully just tonight. Gary Harris out for, I don't remember. This is like his 7th game, something like that. It's tough. And the idea of Mo being out until next year is just rough. It's really rough. So hopefully we get some good news tomorrow, but it does not look good. It does not look good. So yeah, we're hoping and praying for the best for Mo Wagner for sure. Whew. Yeah. Anthony Velez says, play the song, let's go Magic. Yeah. Luis Rosario says, I've had 3 knee surgeries in the last 25 years, and every time I got hurt, I fell to the ground and held my knee just like Mo. He says that is a meniscus issue. We'll see. We'll see. Rael says, never seen that many techs in one game. Yeah, let's talk about the officiating now. Good grief, man. What a joke. How bad was that? Like, the first half especially, I mean, they just called everything. They called everything, especially against the Magic. Towards the end of that second quarter, it was like they realized their mistakes and they tried to they tried to balance the scales a little bit. They called a bunch of ticky-tack fouls against Miami. But yeah, then the techs were just outrageous, man. They were outrageous. They were so stupid. Yeah. The NBA sometimes rescinds technicals. I'd be curious if any of the ones tonight get rescinded, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Guys, I've been talking for 34 minutes and I don't have enough words. I'm just, I can't, the adrenaline is coming down and now I'm just in like the state of shock. Like I just really can't believe it. Emily says, Goga, more like Goatga. Facts, man. Facts. Wow. Yes. Yeah, guys, the real Matt Browning is here in the chat. Still here. Duval, T87 says, one of the best moments in franchise history. 100%. El Magico says, I lost my voice. Never give up. Absolutely. Luke B says, I'm late, but what in the world did we just watch? We just watched history, man. History. That is one of the craziest Magic games in history. That's what that is. That is what that is. Rich Collab with a lovely stat. Love this. Love to hear where you pulled this. This is good. It says teams with a 22-point lead or more entering the fourth quarter had gone 796-0 in NBA games since December 22nd, 2019. Heat led by 22 entering the fourth tonight. The final, Magic 121, Heat 114. Wow. That is crazy. Icarus Rass says, I was in the building. 8 points in the fourth for Miami. Cole going nuts. I will never forget this game. Wow. Ryle says, refs taking Brightline back to Miami. Disappointed. Lol. That's a good one. I love that. Oh, man. And King the 7 says, let's not forget AB got hurt too. I did forget. You're exactly right. He did get hurt. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Doesn't seem like it is, but yeah. Carlos says, is Goga the most consistent player on the roster? Might be. I think he might be. I think I would say he's the most consistent in what you know you're going to get from him. You know you're going to get rebounds. You know you're going to get blocks. You know you're going to get defense. You know you're going to get usually good passing. The only thing that's inconsistent is his scoring, but it doesn't need to be consistent, right? Like if he gets opportunities, he takes them, and if he doesn't, he doesn't. He's not going to force them. So maybe that's the consistent part of his offense. He's smart. He's a smart offensive player. He's a smart player in general. I think he is the most consistent. Kyle Hall says, leaving Kia and beep, the Heat. Yeah, Ben says, Cole's postgame interview got me. Yeah, man. El Magico says, we run Florida. We absolutely do. Quentin says, are we calling this the miracle on Church Street? That's good. That's good. A couple more of these tonight. And in a second, I want to look at the scores around. I have not looked at, I think I saw one score in the NBA tonight. I've been so locked into this game, I have no idea what happened in the rest of the league. Ryan Singh says, Mo's coach of the year, 100%. If you've watched this show at least once, you know I think Mose is the coach of the year, and tonight should be just another vote of confidence for that. Matt Browning says KCP with maybe his best game too, so props. We need to keep it up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Big game on Monday. Magic play the Celtics on Monday. Good grief. Icy Condition says, I'm literally speechless. I am too. I just can't believe it. Can't believe it. All right. Let's look at the scores around the league. Like I said, I've been so locked into this game. Plus, I've been keeping an eye, obviously, on the college football playoff today. That's been going on. So let's see what over here. Oh, I've hidden the scores so it didn't spoil anything. Final score is, wow, the Cavs beat the Sixers by 27 tonight. Cavs still on fire. The Celtics get their revenge over the Bulls. I believe it was just a couple nights ago the Bulls beat the Celtics. It was the Bulls, right? I think it was the Bulls. Jason Tatum with a 43-point triple-double. Good grief. The Bucks beat the Wizards. The Knicks beat the Pelicans, who continue to struggle. The Grizzlies beat the Hawks. The Jazz, they beat the Nets by 11. The Magic play the Jazz next week. And, of course, your Orlando Magic with a miraculous 25-point comeback. Beat the Miami Heat 121-114. The Lakers beat the Kings by 4. The Pistons currently lead the Suns. The Spurs up big on the Blazers, the Warriors, and Wolves in a 1-point game late in the third quarter. That's a good one right there. I might have to catch the end of that after this. And the Mavs and Clippers also close at the start of the fourth quarter. 2 good games there out west. Let's see what this game has done to the standings. Magic still obviously in fourth because the Knicks won tonight, but they keep just a half game back of the Knicks. Is that right? That might not be fully updated. I'm not sure. But they do keep their lead over the Bucks, and they add a game to their lead over the Miami Heat. So they are now 3 games ahead of the Heat in the standings. Magic 18-12 on the season, 11-2 at home. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, that's just crazy. Crazy. 5-5 in our last 10, which is a bummer, but obviously a lot of extenuating circumstances for that. Oh man, guys, I think I'm just emotionally spent. I'm not gonna lie. That was so wild. That was so. I just can't believe that. Again, if you were able to watch that, you witnessed history. Enjoy it. Just soak up this moment because that was really, really special. It's hard because, again, at halftime of this game, there were just thoughts of like, wow, this might be... Not that the season was over, because obviously Powell's going to come back, Franz is going to come back, Jalen's doesn't have a serious injury. He's going to be back maybe even as soon as Monday. So it's not the season was over, but it just felt very defeating, right? Like just when you think the Magic are putting it all together, someone else gets hurt, right? And then like right now, for example, Paolo, we think could be back sometime in the next 2 weeks, right? And so you figure get Paolo back and you get your... But then now we lose Mo. It's almost like the 1 step forward, 2 steps back thing. And that's how it felt, I think, to a lot of Magic fans, at least speaking for myself. And so when that happens tonight, you're just like, wow, this is just how the season's going to go. And then this happens. This team continues to surprise. They continue to impress. I would say on a night like tonight, I could spend an hour talking about this game, but I don't think I could. There's not enough words. There's not enough words. So shout out to Cole Anthony. Shout out to this whole team for being resilient. Magic back in action on Monday against the Celtics. Jonathan and myself will have a brand new episode of the Sixth Man Show for you on Monday morning. I cannot wait to talk to Jonathan about this game, get his thoughts on it. It's going to be fun. Tune into that. Enjoy your Sunday, everyone. It's a Christmas miracle. Let's go Magic.